Hey everybody, it's Shira from Mom Beyond Baby. Thank you so much for joining. If you can go ahead and give me a tap on the heart and then tell me where you're from, where you're joining in from. The scope is going to be about running an online business successfully and taking care of your family. So I get asked all the time, how do you do it? How do you balance taking care of a toddler with a newborn on the way and run a successful online business? So today I'm going to share with you the one thing that I think we all need as moms to do this successfully, so to balance it out. So go ahead and tell me where you are. Hello, Inside Out Wellness. How are you? And if you know someone that's kind of interested in being a mompreneur or what I call a mom boss, go ahead and swipe it on the right or from top down on an Android and share it. I would love for you to do that. So anyway, I get asked all the time, hi Jill Fit, how I balance all of it, right? Because my day is completely filled with toddler activities. I have a newborn on the way, so I have all of the household chores, all the things that we do as moms. So how in the world do I run a successful online business and be a mom and take care of myself and work out and all of those things? So today I'm gonna share with you my one strategy. So I recently read a book called The One Thing, and it talks about doing less equals getting more done. So that whole thing of the less we do, the less we take on, the more we do. And we do it because we're focused, right? So that's kind of the one thing I want to talk about is focus. So there's all this talk out there about hustle versus balance versus what do you really need? And I would say it's probably a combination of both. But as a busy mom trying to run an online business, the one thing you need is focus. So when I sit down, because when you're not focused, you are hooked. That's right, my favorite quote by good old Jade. So I have a specific work block that I work, and I have a to-do list of what I do during that time every single day. It's a non-negotiable. If it doesn't happen, maybe my daughter doesn't nap or whatever, it happens that night, or I wake up early, whatever. But the point is I have focus. I am laser focused on what I'm going to do. I have what I call non-negotiables that happen every single day. Posting onto social media, writing a blog once a week, writing an email once a week, checking in with my online coaching group every single day. Those are things that happen every day regardless of what else happens. So actually when you say, how do I have time to read? I do read, but I also listen to a lot of podcasts because that's kind of my thing. I walk, I do leisure walks, and I listen to a lot of podcasts. But reading is just something that I have been, it's something that I've learned in the business coaching that I've been doing with Jill Coleman, that you have to read to challenge yourself, to make yourself think better, think differently. And it's really kind of step out of my box because I would say I don't have time, but that really just means it wasn't a priority. So for me, I just make some time in the morning while I drink my coffee just to skim some books, and then that's kind of my reading. And then I do a podcast later during my walk. So anyway, so let's talk about focus. So yes, hustle is important. Yes, balance is important. And we would all say family is the number one important, right? We're not going to tell our kids we have to go work, whatever, when you have a 2-year-old running around. So when you sit down to work, you have to be focused. It has to be a to-do list of what you're going to do. And if that's all you get done, you are successful, right? If you only do one thing every day, at the end of the week, you have 7 things that you've done, right? So that's success. When you're an online business owner and you're balancing yourself and a family and all of the other things that we do, you have to pick kind of the strategy I talked about at the beginning is the do less. When you do less, you get more done because you do it well. If I tried to write a blog and an email, do social media, take pictures, all of the things in one day, it would be shitty, right? Like I wouldn't do a good job. I would just put shit on a blog, wouldn't really put in my personality, my social media, but I developed one day as a blog. That's what's gonna happen that day. If I do nothing else, I wrote a freaking blog, right? Like how awesome is that? I'm awesome, I wrote a blog that week. I read an email every single Saturday, like non-negotiable, it happens. I just wrote an email to my online coaching club. That happens on Sundays. It means that it happens and it's good, right? I had time to think about it. I gave them awesome quality content. I didn't just sit down and say, ah, shit, I gotta do this. Let me hurry up and get it done. So super focused. Everything is scheduled. Social media happens every day, whether I plan it ahead or I just get it done. It's kind of like an online going journal of my life anyway. So just what I share. I mean, everyone knows that this belly is like huge. Everyone on my Facebook page knows that. They're waiting for me to deliver. So just part of sharing my life with everyone. So anyway, if you're an online business owner, you're a mom, and you're like, how the hell do you do it all? I want you to think about focus. I want you to think about doing less to do more. And I know it sounds counterintuitive because you think, God, I got to do it all, right? And that seems really great, right? We all want to be superwoman. We all want to make dinner and fold clothes and laundry and all the other things. And at some point you just have to say, you know what? Like I do, fuck it, I'm not doing laundry. Like I'm not cleaning the house. I'm hiring a cleaning lady because it's not a priority to me. Like dusting is not a priority. I know my husband, he probably thinks I'm the worst, but it's just not. So certain things are not a priority to me. Running my business is a priority. It's my other baby. 2 kids and my business. Like that's where it falls in my line. So I hire a cleaning lady. I eat a rotisserie chicken. I'm cool with that. My priority is not to be the best housewife or, do all of the chores. I have to take care of myself. I have to run my business and I have to take care of my kids. That's kind of it for me. So anyway, just wanted to give you this tip on Sunday as you're heading into a new week. When you sit down and you start to feel overwhelmed, get focused, call it hustle, call it balance, whatever you want to call it. I just call it focus. Make sure you're in there, get what you need to get done, and then get out. And then go do your other things. Don't sit for 3 hours. Just do your one thing for the day or your 2 things or whatever you can manage right now. Do less, do better. Have a great day. Thanks so much for being on, everybody. Good to see you. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.